So what is it you do?
I'm a famous pedestrian. I'm a professional pedestrian.
Are you world famous? Or
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know
They
if you
know
were just
about me all
locally.
I'm a world famous pedestrian.
Okay. So what does that entail? Being a walking pedestrian?
Look, we take our jobs very seriously as pedestrians. We walk along the streets. We sometimes walk across streets. Now, that's at the designated crosswalks. I'm not associated with those jaywalkers, okay? Those jaywalkers.
So you can't like just diagonally, just randomly...
Those jaywalkers can take a hike. I don't even think they comprehend the importance of crosswalks. Crosswalks are what makes the world walk.
Okay, so how does someone become a professional or famous walking pedestrian?
I started out walking when I was 1 year old. I think that's usually the case with most human beings. But there was something about it that I just kept doing it. Other people, they just start sitting, you know, and then they just lay down and stuff. I walked. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm sitting down right now. I take breaks from walking, okay? So I always was walking, you know, to the mailbox. I was always walking around my house when I was trying to find my keys. And so I felt like it was a natural progression to say, hey, I'm one day going to become a professional pedestrian. I saw those other pedestrians, you know, when I was a young chick. I looked around on streets and I saw all these pedestrians and I was like, I could do that. I could do that.
So you just walk? I mean, what? You don't jog or anything like that, or take a car? Why not just drive somewhere?
Jogging is for posers. Look, you don't want to get your heart rate up too high, all right? You gotta take it easy.
You're not going to be very healthy, but I guess you're walking, so I guess you're getting some sort of exercise. So do you not take a car anywhere, or do you just
all
walk
the time.
everywhere?
I drive everywhere. Yeah, I spend most of my life driving.
Oh,
I'm on the
okay,
road all the time.
Alright.
But when I drive to an event where I will then be a pedestrian, usually for like just a few minutes at a time, like once a week. Yeah, you saw back there the postal worker, one of my fans. I'm world famous, I know. You know, when I'm doing this, I'm out walking on the streets. I get fans come up to me all the time. Really interrupts my walking. This is my Pat Pep. Pat Pep was a professional pedestrian. And one day, he was crossing the street. And he got hit by a jaywalker.
Tragic. Okay, so can you explain the process to me of
These
being a
jaywalkers, they need to get off of our streets. We're trying to be professional pedestrians, and here we are with these rogue jaywalkers like this gentleman who give us a bad name. They need to be off of our streets. We need to put them into cars and lock them in the cars so they can never walk on streets again. I was raised on the streets. I know what it's like to walk on sidewalks.
But isn't just everybody, if they're out walking around, aren't they pedestrians?
Who do you think we are? The nerve of this guy. Goodness gracious. No, those people are just walkers. No, pedestrians is a distinguished profession. I am insulted by your arrogance of what you think what you think it is we do here.
I mean,
Do we need to end this interview? This is my pedestrian daughter. I'm training her to be a professional pedestrian. She's already been walking along residential streets. She hasn't moved up to commercial streets. Like, you know, I was thinking about taking her up to 6th Street one of these days. But
that's a very very high end street that, you know, you could take her to.
High traffic.
Or high traffic. There you go. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. At this point, she still likes to jump out in front of cars, and so we'll wait till she's ready.
So where do you see yourself as a pedestrian like 5-10 years from now?
The industry is growing for sure. I think there are more and more of us pedestrians walking the streets. You know, I think it just is a matter of time before we have a pedestrian at every street corner. It's and you know, I think the profession is being respected more than it used to be. I think police officers are starting to acknowledge that You know, we are legitimate, you know? I mean, we've already started the Professional Pedestrian League. It's a professional event where folks from around the world watch us as we walk alongside streets. The championship is always on the Strip in Las Vegas, where we have people that legally cross crosswalks in Las Vegas across the Strip. The ones who stand out are the ones who have the swagger. They're the ones who, not only do they walk the walk. You just know a good walker when you see it. You just know a good pedestrian. I mean, I think with enough training, everybody could be a pedestrian. Everybody has potential to be a pedestrian. You could too. You watching this at home could be a pedestrian. I'm actually making a training video. I have a book on Amazon. It's called How to Be the Best Pedestrian You Can Be, even when the odds are against you and even when cars are speeding past your face. Yeah, it's hard work out here. It's hard work. Somebody has to do it. Somebody has to be pedestrian.